Residents in Cloquet have a chance to learn more about summer construction in the area, and a food truck is returning to Sarona, Wisconsin next month. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We'll start in Sarona, where Perlick Distillery is hosting their annual Food Truck Festival. That will be on Saturday, May 30th and Sunday, May 31st. The event will host a lineup of over 30 local food trucks, including 4 Piggy's Barbecue, Honey Badger Bites, Lemon Ed's Top Dogs, and more. A few local breweries will also be joining the distillery to serve specialty drinks for the weekend. The festival will host live music and admission is free, so if you're looking for a festival to ring in the summer season, be sure to mark your calendars for that weekend. We'll end in Cloquet, where MnDOT is hosting a public meeting about construction projects on Highway 2 this summer. That meeting will be on Tuesday, April 21st at 5 p.m. at the Cloquet Town Hall. Guests will hear more about the construction project and get a chance to ask questions to MnDOT leaders. This project will resurface Highway 2 and construct turn lanes. Construction is expected to begin in early June and last through August. We'll have more information online. And if there is something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland city by city. In the studio, Anna Olfelt, Northern News Now.